Town Council meets tonight. We take a look at what is on the agenda. And if you're looking for something to do this weekend, we have details about a couple of holiday events you won't want to miss. Plus, we check in with Brenna McCoubry for the latest sports update. All this on this episode of Barnstable Today. It's Thursday, December 5th, 2013. Tonight is the second Town Council meeting with our recently elected Town Council. Barnstable This Morning host Sarah Colvin sat down with Town Council President Dr. Deborah Dagwan to get a preview of tonight's meeting. We share that interview with you now.
So another short meeting again for Town Council this week. Tell me a little bit about what we've got on the agenda.
Well, we have several presentations, a couple that were put off from a previous meeting, and they will be brought back at this meeting. We have an update from the trustee of the Lombard Trust, which is will be the Honorable Joseph Reardon, will give us an update on the Lombard Trust Fund. And secondly, we have Elizabeth Ells will be coming with the Youth Commission, and they will give us a presentation as well on what the youth in town and through our high schools have been up to, and share some information with the council. And the third presentation we have will be from the Human Services Committee, has invited Casey Myers, and Casey's going to come in and talk about a topic which supports what they're studying right now or are addressing right now, and is around substance abuse. And I think the title of her presentation is called Pills That Kill.
Right, and I know Casey Myers, of course, a writer for the Cape Cod Times newspaper, and she has been paying a lot of attention to the substance abuse issue and has been writing a series on that, so certainly will be interesting to hear from her. I know she's been attending our Human Services Committee meetings, and that's, I think, is what they decided their focus is going to be for the coming year, is looking at that substance abuse problem in our area.
Yes, I think they're going to just continue what the last group had started, and it's a serious issue, and I think it's time that we address it and keep some focus on it.
Absolutely, and we certainly know that the police department is doing what they can to take care of at least the issue once it becomes a legal problem. But of course, trying to solve the problem before it gets to that point is certainly very important. So it'll be interesting to hear what they have to say for sure, and good to know that they're paying attention to that, a really important problem.
Yeah, I think the group is interested in the future doing a workshop with the town council, and I think they're anticipating inviting some of the people from the medical field, such as our doctors, our pharmacists, to see what they are observing, and of course to invite back again the superintendent of schools and what's happening at the school at that level, and also law enforcement, including this time around probably what's happening through the judicial system with some of the judges as well as our chief of police. So it should be an interesting topic that we will focus on all year long. So.
Indeed. And so looking at the orders of the day, nothing under old business, and as of now, just a couple of items under new business.
Yeah, nothing under the orders of the day. All we have under new business, we have two grant assurances from the airport. Item 042, which is a grant assurance for $401,588 from the Massachusetts Department of Transportation Aeronautics Division, and it's a grant that will go to the airport to work on the taxiway and airport field repairs and maintenance issues. And then we have item 043, which is construction of the runways, engineering, material, I'm trying to read this thing, aerial arresting system.
Sure.
And I can't tell you what that is, but that is the
I believe that's the buildup that stops planes from going through the fence if there were to be a crash or something like that, a malfunction.
If somebody overruns the runway. Mm-hmm. And that one is for $66,875.
Exactly, and that's pretty much it in terms of agenda items. I do see, though, Deborah, that there will be town council nominations for the election of officers. Talk to me a little bit about how that process works. Is this, the councilors make nominations? Can they nominate themselves? Can they nominate other councilors? How does that work?
Usually, they will nominate other councilors, and we usually take the nominations for president and then nominations for vice president. And at the next meeting, if we have more than one nominee for those positions, the candidates at that point will be given a minute or minute to 2 minutes to speak about their candidacy or why they want to run for the specific office. So that should be interesting.
Exactly. And so, but if there's only one nomination for president and one nomination for vice president, then does that change over effective Thursday night?
It could be. It could be moved right. Councilors could vote right then, and officers could be installated right at the meeting. So, and then that's happened before. That's happened the last time myself and Vice President Raffersetti ran.
Interesting. Well, we will certainly be paying attention to that on Thursday night. Deborah, anything else about this week's council meeting that you feel people should be aware of?
No, but I know just some of the new councilors. We have 6 new councilors, and we've been trying to fill them in and bring them up to speed on some of the things that are occurring, particularly through this month, such as nomination of officers, and also the upcoming MMA, Massachusetts Municipal Association annual conference and trade show that all the councilors usually attend. And so we'll be giving them a brief update or preview of what to expect and how to get involved in that. So that's
wonderful. Always good to get get as much information in there as possible for the new crew and get them acclimated and make sure they're up to date on all of the issues, of which there are.
And one I left out, which I always enjoy every year too, is the next month will be the December 19th, Virginia. We'll have the Barnstable High School Chamber Choir. And I always enjoy them each year.
Wonderful, singing
on the holidays.
Some holiday music. We love it. All right, well, thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you Thursday night. Thanks much.
Thank you.
All right.
Town Council meets tonight at 7 in the Town Hall hearing room. Channel 18 will air that meeting live. Now let's get a look at sports with our intern, Brenna McCoubry.
Good afternoon, Barnstable. I'm Brenna McCoubry with the latest on all things New England and Barnstable sports. Tonight, the Boston Bruins will meet with the Montreal Canadiens in Montreal. Game time is at 7:30, and you can catch that game on Nessun. Their last game was almost a week ago in Boston as they took on the Columbus Blue Jackets and left the TD Garden with a 3-1 win. Tomorrow night, the Boston Celtics will be featured on ESPN as they host the Denver Nuggets at 7:30. They had a close game this past Tuesday against the Milwaukee Bucks, but were able to defeat them 100-108. Sunday football is just around the corner. The New England Patriots will welcome Cleveland Browns to the Gillette Stadium as they kick off the game at 1 p.m. A week ago Sunday, they took on the Houston Texans in Texas and won 34-31. It's been a great week for New England sports. Let's take a look at what's happening here in Barnstable. Red Raiders sports tryouts are still underway as the week is coming to an end. Some squads have their teams posted and will start their season off with a few scrimmages. The girls' varsity basketball team has their first scrimmage tomorrow in Wareham at 3:30. Tomorrow night, the boys' varsity ice hockey team will be home against Peabody Veterans Memorial at 7. Girls' varsity basketball team will play again on Saturday morning, making their way to Bourne for a 10:30 start. Also playing again on Saturday, the boys' varsity team will be at home playing Concord Carlisle at 12:10 in the afternoon. Traveling up to Randolph High School to play Dorchester and Severian, the boys' basketball team will play at 1:30 p.m. Continuing on this sports field Saturday, the girls' varsity ice hockey team will have their first scrimmage against Acton Boxborough. The girls start their game at 5:30 p.m. at the Hyannis Youth and Community Center. Here with all things New England and Barnstable sports on Barnstable Today, I'm Brenna McCoubry.
This weekend, Main Street Hyannis will be buzzing with activity for the annual Christmas stroll. The stroll runs from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and features the Santa Boat Parade, Festival of Trees, and so much more. For a full list of activities and times, you can visit hyannismainstreet.com. Centerville is also hosting a Christmas stroll this weekend. This one will be held on Sunday from 4 to 7. For Barnstable This Morning, I'm Sarah Mannell.